Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Again, I'm very happy that you guys have been helping me with this playthrough, because if you weren't, I don't think I would be liking it. I probably would be very frustrated not understanding certain gameplay mechanics and the like. Of course, going hand in hand with that are a bunch of idiots who just complain that it's hand-holding. It's not hand-holding if people are teaching me basic elements of the game that the game isn't clearly explaining to a newbie. You know, that's the difference. Anything that's explained to me, that's hand-holding. Well, then you're an idiot.
A 100% negative and toxic person.
Am I an offline streamer? No. People are going to want to watch the playthrough and help me to enjoy the game and understand it. Or else, why are they sitting here? They might as well not watch the stream and just watch on demand later when they can't help, right? What's the point of the live stream exactly? So, yeah, it gets to me when people sit there and just complain constantly about something that, like, that's the whole point. I wasn't going to play the game because I knew how overly complicated the game was, which is not bad, it's just different from what I'm used to playing. I already told you I didn't think it would fit my stream format because of the kind of gamer I am, but people bought in and said, no, we are going to be here, we are going to help you through it, we're going to explain the mechanics, we want to see you enjoy the Game of the Year per the Game Awards. So I was like, alright, and that's why I'm doing it, right? That's why I'm playing it, and really, honestly, 15 hours in, it's enjoyable. Is it the best game I've ever played? No. Is it the worst game I've ever played? Hell no. But it's an enjoyable experience because I'm here with you guys, learning day by day, and I'm very happy to do that, okay? So, I'm going to keep that going, and I had a good time. We did a lot of stuff. I don't really want to talk in detail about each little thing that we did on Wednesday, but we did a lot.
Everything I do is just for money, of course, right?
So I ran out to the store and just bought some Epson printer and plugged it in, and I've used this printer for 7 years. It literally hasn't worked properly for 5. Like, I'm not kidding. Every time I want to use this printer, I go to print and everything's fucked up, so I have to clean the heads, realign the print nozzles, pick the selected numbers of which should print, and so after fucking around for 20 minutes, it'll print like a sheet for me finally. The thing's always been a piece of junk, okay? It really has been. But it was finally on its last legs for like a while, but I was trying to hold off on spending money, and then basically this month, I need to print some stuff to pay some stuff. I know that sounds weird, because most of you are probably like, well, I pay everything online, I don't get it. Me too, except, you know, there's a few things, it's not my choice, but there's a few things that I have to pay every month in my budget. You have to print the form. Why? It's fucking 2023, it's about to be 2024, and you don't have a way to do this digitally? No. Oh, okay. I have to print a physical form to pay you. I get it. So anyway, I have to do this, like, every month. And it was frustrating because I go to do it. I got paid yesterday by YouTube. But, of course, all my money from YouTube is accounted for. It has to go right to bills right away. So I'm sitting in my office trying to do the bills, and I go to print the form, and it all comes out like nothing black will print. And I'm like, huh? So I have an extra ink cartridge. So I think maybe the ink's out, even though the printer didn't tell me that, right? I put in the other black ink cartridge. I put it in, nozzle check, head check, clean the heads, blah, blah, blah. It just won't print. Like, black is just barely printing. It won't print anything. And I'm like, well, this is fucked.
By the way, I need money.
You know, this is completely fucked. I can't do anything with it. It just doesn't work at all. You know, what can I do? So, I gotta get a new one. So what do? Of course, I have to go on Amazon. I have to spend money that I don't really have to spend. I have to buy a new printer, rush ship, so it's coming today, supposedly. And it's just the most basic printer possible. Nothing fancy whatsoever. It's just like, all I need to do is print a few pages of a document. Like, literally, there's like 1 or 2 bills a month I need to print a form, and then once a year I do my tax stuff, and that sometimes I need to print, sign, scan, and send back. I just need the most basic functionality. I don't need anything crazy, you know, but I gotta get one, and I gotta get it within a week so I can do my bills for the end of the month and all this shit. So I had to do all that, and I'm like, well, this sucks, right?
I need that money to pay my bills.
It is what it is, and so it's coming today, but it's like more money I have to spend. Like I told you guys, things are tight. And especially with this event coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm ordering food. I bought a bunch of booze while I was out to be for tomorrow, which we're going to talk about in a second. I'll tell you all about it when we talk about tomorrow's marathon. So I got that I spent money on. You know, I got to buy games today. I have to buy the Grinch game and whatever other game wins the poll for Saturday, which I don't know yet. We're going to see because we'll talk about that in a minute. So I got all this coming up, and then on top of that, it's like, oh, by the way, you also have to buy a fucking printer, and you can't wait. You have to buy it. Great. So, you know.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. So, yeah, exactly. Copim just did a emo of flying money. Exactly, a stack of money with wings flying away out the window. That's exactly right. That's that's what happens. Like, Bye-bye. There goes all my money. If you want to contribute, do it now.
What's happening is people are downloading this hacked version of Wolverine, and all of a sudden, they're receiving DMCA cease and desist letters from their internet service providers. Yep, they are. And I've seen this before because this happened to me ages ago. In the 2000s, you know, when this stuff was new, when everyone was using things like LimeWire and stuff like that to steal. I admit I was one of them. In my 20s, I was one of the millions upon millions of people who were stealing content on the internet. I used to get movies and stuff like that. And I remember this one time I downloaded a movie, and all of a sudden my ISP sent me a letter just like this. You know, this is over like 20 years ago, right? But they sent me a letter, and basically it said,
fucking criminal.
So we have found evidence that you've downloaded illegal content. Basically, this file you downloaded had a tracker file installed on it. And you downloaded it, and we have evidence you did. So now we have to warn you, we know that you stole. And if we detect it again, we have the legal right to kind of report you, because you're using our internet for illegal purposes, and since we're notified of it, now we kind of have to let the law know. So you just stop right now. Okay? Now, in reality, is that legal? Could they have done something? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I never looked into it. I tell you that. When I was in my 20s, it put the fear into me, and I was like, well, I guess that's it. I'm not downloading nothing else. I'm not going to be downloading from any of these torrent sites or LimeWire or whatever it is. I'm done with that nonsense. You know, I'm not going to put myself at risk where someone's going to come after me and try to sue me or something. So I stopped. Okay? Well, people are, once again, getting these letters from their ISPs. They're putting them all over the internet, basically. Yeah, I'm going to read one word for word. Notice of action under Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Dear blah, blah, blah. We have received a notification by a copyright owner or his authorized agent reporting alleged infringement on one or more copyrighted works made on over your Xfinity internet service. So this is Comcast, what I have. What's the issue? The copyright owner identified the IP address associated with your Xfinity internet account at the same time as the source of the infringing works. The works identified by the copyright owner and its notification are listed below. We remind you, use of our service in any manner that constitutes infringement of any copyrighted work is a violation of Comcast DMCA policy and can result in the suspension or termination of your service and account. What steps should I take? Search your devices for these files and delete them immediately. Call us for additional help. And it says right here, infringing work, Wolverine. And there's the file name for it. Infringement date, 12/20/2023. Yup.
What do you say people will think when they bring up DSP? The incident, and I'm a beggar, and I'm a thief, and I'm this, and I'm that. Oh, you know, when Phil tried to scam his fucking viewers. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.